Okay, so we got to talk about this. I, the second I saw this on Twitter, I knew I had to make a video about this because look, if you know me, then you know that I am generally not a fan of these live action remakes. Okay, especially if you've been following me for since the beginning of my channel, then you will have seen my review of the 2019 live action Lion King or quote unquote live action, and you'll know that I'm actually not a fan. And the second I heard that they're remaking Mulan, it's more proof that they're just trying to bank on nostalgia at this point. They're not even interested in making new and original movies. They're just remaking all this shit because it's an IP that most people know, and they're trying, again, like I said, they're trying to bank on nostalgia. That's it. That's all they care about. Even though they'll try to feed you all of these lines and say, "Oh, well, we're trying to make a more faithful adaptation of the original story," or "Oh, we make one, for China, for people of China, to have a movie that faithfully, sticks close to the original story." No, no, none of that is true. This is all just about money to them. Which, before I go on, yes, I do get every movie is made to make money. That is true. But when money is your only reason for making a movie, then the movie itself is going to suffer, and people will be able to see that. And here we are in Mulan. Now, why did I even say all that? Well, it's because I keep seeing all of this, and I'm just wondering. Yes, it is a problem that Disney keeps pandering to these people, and yes, Disney has a problem making these changes simply because of these stupid agendas that they have. Yes, it is stupid, but at the end of the day, none of it matters because the only reason why Disney's doing this isn't because they care about the Me Too movement. It's not because they care about women in the workplace. No, this is all just to make money. That is all these horrible people care about. This is just about money to them. They make people think that they care about these problems when in reality, it's just about making money to them. So when I see shit like this on Twitter, Mulan producer says removing Li-Shang from the film was influenced by the hashtag #MeToo movement. Movement. Yeah, having a commanding officer that is also the sexual love interest was very uncomfortable, and we didn't think it was appropriate. Now, this is coming from the producer, and this tweet alone is causing people to just go on and go on these tirades about you know about, oh, Disney's pandering to the Me Too movement, or oh yay, Disney is trying to is trying to show that they support women, or you're gonna have some women saying, wait, like, and we'll get to, you know what, I'm gonna save that because I'm saving that later for the later in the video. This is a point of view that I'm actually saving, which because I actually found this interesting, and let's just wait for that. The thing is, you're gonna have all of this hoopla, for lack of a better word, because of this tweet, and not even, and it's just, to me, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it because we already know how this is gonna end. We already know how this is gonna end. The producers of this film, or the people working behind this film, are gonna go online and they're gonna say shit like this. Have a commanding officer that's also the sexual love. It just was very uncomfortable, and we didn't think it was appropriate, and blah blah blah, stuff like that. Stuff like that they actually do not give a shit about. They're just making you think they actually care about any of this stuff, and it's just it's gonna put us in the same situation that we have been in so many times with all of these movies that choose to go woke. It's just, they make the statement. People start fighting amongst themselves about the statement, about what should be going on in the entertainment industry, and then the movies, and then you know what's gonna happen. Somebody behind the scenes is gonna say, "Look, We, at the end of the day, we do not want men to go see this movie. At the end of the day, this is a movie about a strong female protagonist, and this is a movie made primarily for women. This is a movie made by women for women, okay? And we only want women to go see this movie. And then when men say, you know what? Okay, if you just want women to go see this movie, then you know what? I'm just not going to go see this movie. Okay, I am a man. I am a male. I will not go see this movie. Okay, there you go. I'm giving you exactly what you want. And then we all know where this is going to go. The movie's going to bomb. It's not going to make its money back. And then the second that happens, do you know what they're going to do? It's going to be the same tired shtick that we've seen over and over again. The second this movie bombs, they're gonna go out and say, well, this movie didn't make as much money because men didn't go see this movie. Why didn't men go see our movie? And people are gonna say, what are you talking about? You told us you didn't want us to go see your movie. You told us this movie was primarily made for women and that you didn't want nor care about men going to see your movie. We gave you exactly what you wanted. You chose to pander to a specific demographic. You had to know that doing that would have alienated a ton of potential customers, a ton of potential tickets that could have been sold. You did that knowingly, and now, because you actually got what you wanted, barely the most people who went to go see your movie were women. Not enough men went to see your movie because you yourself said that you did not want us to go see your movie. So we obliged. We gave you what you wanted. And now, of course, you're going to blame us for your movie not making money. They're going to come out with the same articles and say, Mulan didn't make enough money because men don't like movies with female leads. Even though there are plenty of movies with female leads that make their money back and more. But of course, they're not going to use those examples because it completely destroys their narrative. And this is the same situation. I am telling you, we are in the exact same situation. That is why whenever we get to another situation like this and I scroll down, I see so many people just making comments about this one. I think, look, guys and gals, trust me, you're wasting your time with this. You just ignore them. The best thing that you can do in a situation like this is to just ignore it. Just ignore it. Let people like me, like YouTubers like me, who report on news that go on in the entertainment industry, let us talk about this. And you yourself just ignore it. Just go about your day. Go do whatever else. Go watch any other movie that you like. Go continue watching that show that you put off for so long. Hell, that's what I do. Go read a book. Just trust me. Sit down and just read a good book. Trust me, I've been doing that lately. It's relaxing. I get to stay away from the internet, and it's just I've been able to relax a lot more. Trust me, go pick out a good book, sit down, and just start reading it. Trust me, it is way better than this. It's a much better use of your time. Trust me. Let people like me worry about this shit. Okay, let us worry about this shit for you. Trust me. You're not missing anything. So, and then we also have this tweet. Now, this is from Fandom. They release videos like this pictures like this all the time. And this is basically, they're highlighting some of the differences between the films. So first of all, you're going to have no music. So of course you're already alienating a lot of people who love the original Mulan, or at least the animated Mulan, because of the music. So you're already alienating them. No Mushu, people who are fans of Mushu, now you're alienating them. Even some of the fans of this cricket. And there's that. I'm not going to talk about that. I think you're not even allowed to talk about that on YouTube. Unless you're a channel that specifically covers the news. Remove Li-Shang. Oh, yes, we are going to talk. And this ties into this. This is why I even brought this tweet up. Remove Li-Shang. According to producer Jason Reed, it was due to the Me Too movie. Yeah. We already talked about this. It's just... And wait till we get to what they actually did with him. And again, we're going to talk about Li-Shang for a second with this. Just give me a second. Here's from the China Disney execs. Removed beautiful scene where she kisses her new love interest because it doesn't feel right to the Chinese people. What do you mean it doesn't feel right to the... What, do you think Chinese people don't kiss? Do you think they don't do that? Do you think they reproduce asexually? Is there something... Wow. Okay. Lu Yifei. Good God, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Mulan actress supports. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I heard about this. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that. There we go. Demonetized. Not that it ever was monetized in the first place. Although now it's probably going to get buried by the algorithm because they even mentioned her name. A $200 million budget, biggest budget ever for a female director. Of course, they have to highlight that. And look, let's just talk about this for a second. This movie, this live action movie, cost $200 million. This cost $200 million, and the reason why this is important is because you can tell they are primarily aiming this at China. They want people in China to go see this movie. The problem is that a lot of the decisions that you're making is probably going to alienate a lot of the Chinese audience. Also, not to mention, again, there's a situation going on in China which we won't talk about here, but if you've been keeping up with the news, then you should already know what's going on. But if you don't, just go to Google China situation. That's all I'm gonna say because I don't think, again, I'm not even allowed to say the word. Although if you're watching this video, you can see it right here. If you're not watching it, then villains. Yeah, here's my biggest problem. Shan Yu was renamed Bori Khan, and Hayabusa the Falcon is now Zhan Lang. Oh, look, I liked Shan Yu. He was a good villain. He was a good villain. Replaced Li-Shang with two characters. Here it is. Li-Shang was replaced with two characters. Now, remember when they said that having a commanding officer that is also the love interest was very uncomfortable and we didn't think it was appropriate? Well, here's their solution. They split Li-Shang into two characters. That's Donnie Yen over there. I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. But I'm guessing this is going to be the love interest. And since he's the commanding officer, I'm guessing he's not going to be the love interest. So it's just, again, they're taking all the steps. And again, since we're talking about Li Shing, let's finally. I feel like that's a good segue to this article right here. Now, this is where the I think the tweet that they put out even comes from. Well, actually, they said this is from Collider, but I'm guessing this is where they got the news. So this comes to us from Forbes. Disney blames the Pound Me Too movement for Li Shang's absence from Mulan in new controversy. This comes to us from Linda Melly. Molly, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Um, Let's get into this article. Coming to theaters on March 27th, we already know that Disney's live-action Mulan will have many changes from the 1998 animated film. That's an understatement. For example, it won't be a musical, which pisses me off, and Mushu will not be making an appearance, which pisses me off even more, among other changes. One change that we've known about for a while is that Heartthrob Li Shang will not be a character in the new film. But what we didn't know until now is the reason why that is. According to, oh, okay, so they got it from Collider. Okay, sorry about that. Producer Jason Reed cited the Pound Me Too as the driving force behind this decision, and it's not a good look for Disney. I think particularly in the time of the Me Too movement, having a commanding officer that is also the sexual love interest was very uncomfortable, and we didn't think it was appropriate. That's according to him. According to Jason Reed, this conveys a fundamental misunderstanding of the Pound Me Too and of Mulan. For one thing, the romance between Mulan and Li Shang is a teeny tiny subplot that is true, that barely gets explored in the film, and not even until towards the end. That is true. They don't even mention that until the end of the movie. And the way they're talking about it is almost like this was like a main point of the movie. Like this was something that was shown throughout the entire movie, when in fact that is not the case. And it feels, see, this is my problem with a lot of the live action remakes. It was the same thing with The Lion King. It feels like a lot of the people who are working on these remakes do not understand the things that people loved about the movies that they're remaking. People who remade The Lion King didn't understand what so many people loved about The Lion King. People who are remaking Mulan now seems like they don't understand what so many people loved about Mulan. And same thing with Beauty and the Beast, same thing with Aladdin, and I feel like it's just going to be the same with so many of these remakes that they're already planning. Yeah, not even until towards the end. By that point, the war is over, so Shang isn't Mulan's commanding officer anymore. That is true, since the war is done, and since she's not a soldier anymore, she is not under Li Shang's command. So it's just, again, all of the stuff. It feels like these people didn't even watch the movie. And Shang goes to see Mulan at her home, where she invites him to dinner. So where's the problem? Me Too is about the absolute terrible, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, and that women face in the workplace. You can see it right there on your screen. But Mulan and Shang's relationship is built on mutual respect. Shang never, not once, makes unwanted advances towards Mulan, and in fact, it's Mulan that has the crush on Shang for most of the film. Oh, well, see, no, 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 we can't have that. We can't have a woman actually being interested in a man, you know? We can't have that. No, no, it has to be the man pining after the woman and the woman saying no and the man constantly going after that so they can write all these bullshit articles about how these movies are problematic. They just love that word problematic, don't they? Ugh. Not the other way around. When they finally do decide to start a relationship, they no longer work together and it is completely, and this is the key word, consensual. The romance in Mulan is actually one of the healthier examples of a relationship in Disney's repertoire of films. That is true. I'm not going to lie. Here it is, and you can see even a response. Mulan was the one with a serious crush in this movie. She is the one where the look is given to the male love interest instead of the princess. He did nothing until she was no longer in his army. This is silly and another case of removing a strong woman's agency. Yeah, you can see the picture. Yeah, you can see her right here. When you see that, come on, ladies. Some fans, I'm sorry, I'm just having a little bit of fun. Some fans think that Disney has an ulterior motive in cutting Li Shang out of the film and point to the interpretation of Li Shang as by. Oh, God. Yeah, it's just, you can see it right here. Li Shang was our bisexual icon and you took him from us. And they said, honestly, that could be the reason they removed him. This is Disney, where the one LGBT main character is a cop that will maybe have one or two benign pieces of dialogue. Yeah, so first of all, here's the thing. I never got that Li Shang was bisexual. Like, I never saw that he, if you watch the movie, he never showed any, like, interest in, I think her name was Peng. Yeah, he never showed, at least her alias, I guess you should say. She was going by Peng, and he never really showed like that kind of an interest in Peng. Like the only thing that he ever showed, I guess you could say, is respect because she went from someone being who could barely even lift anything to a pretty good soldier. Like she showed progress and he noticed it because even during the "I'll Make a Man Out of You" song, he even says like, look, you should just go home, you're obviously not suited for this. And she ends up proving him wrong, and he now has respect for Ping. And it wasn't like, okay, the second he found out that Ping was a woman, he said, oh, okay, well, now my feelings are fine. No, no, he never had those kinds of feelings for her in the first place. Like I said, the most that he had was respect for him. And here's the thing: the second he found out Ping was a woman, he even said, "Look, I'm not gonna kill you. So now we're even for you saved my life, and now we're even." And then he just leaves. If he had any feelings for her at all, or those kinds of feelings, then why would he just leave her for dead in the snow? I mean, he knew she was injured. He knew she was still recovering. She even got stabbed. Or no, I think she got hit with an arrow. Yeah, she got hit with an arrow. She was still injured. She was still recovering, and he just left her in the snow. If he had any emotions for her whatsoever, then why would he do that? I mean, even when she comes back, he even says like, "Look, I don't want to talk to you. You tricked me. You lied to me. You you manipulated me." Like he wants nothing to do with her at that point. And it wasn't until she basically ends up standing up to him and says, "Look, whatever that happened between us, look, that doesn't matter. Right now, our leader, the emperor, is in trouble. Look, none of this matters. We need to go save him." And when he sees that she's putting the country before even this. I think that lend itself to the reasons why he started, like maybe having something towards her. Like she showed that she cared about this country more than what happens to her. Like she doesn't give a, like I think that's what so many people liked about Mulan. Like, she cared more. Like, she saw the big picture. She saw her dad was injured, and she, even though she knew she could die, she still took his place because she didn't want him to die. And also, she got a chance to protect her country, her home. And it was the same thing when she went to go save the emperor. She didn't care about any of that. She knew the emperor was in trouble. She knew China, her home, was in trouble. And she again risks her life despite knowing that if she goes there, there's a possibility that she might, get killed. And again, I think that's why so many people like her character. And I think that's what, Li-Shang saw in her. So let's get back to the article. So yeah, the whole bisexual thing, I don't buy it. I never saw it like that. Since Shang possibly starts to have feelings for Mulan back when she's still masquerading as male soldier Ping, many fans interpret Shang as being bisexual. Disney, long known as not a friend to the LGBTQ community, is now being accused by many fans of trying to no homo the film. Using hashtag #MeToo as the excuse for doing this is particularly outrageous. Yeah, here's the thing. Again, I never bought that Li-Shang was bisexual. I never, I already talked about that ad nauseum. I'm not going to get into that again. But look, we all know that when it comes to Disney and their films, whenever they have a scene or a character in a movie that happens to represent any member of the LGBTQ community, we all know that it's usually just a small scene that can easily be edited out in countries that that don't allow this stuff. In some countries, they have that strictly outlawed. So they can edit that part out, so they can still play the movie in that country and still get money from that. Because again, like I said, this is the problem that I'm finding with a lot of the hoopla that people raise about, oh, Disney is finally representing us, or people making a stink about, oh my God, Disney, like, you're trying to pander to these people. No, they're, well, again, they're pandering to these people, yes, but it's not because they care about these movements. It's only because they care about money. And that is what people like us on YouTube are trying to get through to you people. Disney and companies like Disney do not care about your movement. They do not care about you. They only care about making money. That is why I can't stand it when you have people who are raising Disney up and saying, oh my God, Disney is fantastic. Look at them. They're even finally they're finally normalizing, and no, they're not. No, they're not. At the end of the day, Disney is a corporation that only cares about making money. The only reason they're even involving this is because they think that it's going to get you to go to the theater. That is all they care about. That is all they care about. That's all they ever will care about. It's always been about money. Well, maybe not always, but now current Disney only ever cares about making money. That is it. That is all it will ever be. Nothing more, nothing less. And I hope that the more people recognize this, the more we can get, the less we'll get tweets like this that are just going to end up raising a stink among the media. And it's just, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Like, I see all these people even acknowledging this. Like, guys, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So anyway, I think I'm going to end it here. I think I've said all I've needed to say. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation in the comment section down below. Also, let me know on whether or not you agree or disagree with what I just said in this video. And again, before I end this video, if you really want to support my channel, please consider clicking on the like button, share this video, and if you really want to support me, just click on the subscribe button and and if you enjoy my content, please click on the bell icon to let you know whenever I put up a new video. You guys have been awesome. Oh, and before I go, if you want to know another way to support my channel, there should be a link in the description box down below. Thank you so much again. You guys have been awesome, and I hope you join me on my next video. Bye.